Sunfoil, the official sponsor of Chalo Let's Cook.
Out of hundreds of nationwide culinary hopefuls, we have sliced it down to a handful of aspiring home cooks that will compete in SA's first ever halal cooking competition. 65,000 Rand worth of prizes are up for grabs as things are about to get extra heated.
My body was tensing up, my stomach was like knotted.
And extra spicy.
I don't know how to spell loser.
Chalo, Let's Cook with Sunfoil. Previously, the Chalo Let's Cook with Sunfoil contestants were tasked with creating a Turkish-themed braai at the Nizamiye Mosque in Midrand, after which their meals were scored and judged by authentic Turkish experts. Upon arrival back in the Chalo Let's Cook with Sunfoil studio, a pleasant surprise awaited the already anxious contestants.
I don't know what to expect and I don't know how to feel.
Allo, assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Chalo Let's Cook. Yesterday, we visited the Turkish masjid in Nizamiya. Because it was such a hard challenge, none of you will be going home from the Turkish mosque episode. However, al-yawm, today, we will be doing a special challenge. At the end of this episode, 2 of you will be going home. And 1 of you will head straight into the final and skip a cook tomorrow.
The good part was no one was going home. But I think it gets more difficult into it when we have to say goodbye to more.
Today we pay respect to our beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our prophet, whose diet was one of a healthy diet, wasn't a lavish or wasteful diet. And in front of you, you'll see ingredients that were beloved to him, which he included in his diet. Meat is not on the menu today, as meat was only served as a luxury item during his time. You will need to use a core ingredient for your cook. So here I have black seed, also known as kulunji from Chohans Spices. So you have dates in your plate as well. I would suggest you use them. You will need to use 3 of your ingredients in front of you. And you are only allowed to use 5 ingredients from the supermarket. Because as we said, the Prophet ﷺ never wasted any food. You need to prepare 1 dish, but 3 portions. We have 3 judges. 1 dish, it can be a starter, a main, or a dessert. Time to begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Go for it. You have 15 minutes in the pantry, and I'll meet you back here.
It's scary. But no one's going home, but the challenge is going to be there. It's going to get heated. I'm not familiar with all the ingredients that we got to cook with. Like I normally eat it, but like we eat it like on its own raw, not cooked. And so to put it together today and try and think of a dish that was difficult. I'm making a dessert. I'm not sure what is yet. I'm just trying to think it through. Stressful. I didn't expect to have another Middle Eastern sort of theme. It's a beautiful theme, especially a tribute to our Prophet. But I don't think mentally prepared for that. I think I'm going to also go with the dessert. I might just change in the last minute. I'm just going to see if I can get all my ingredients in.
Halima, what's going on?
I'm looking for white sugar. Okay.
White sugar.
I don't know. You would take sugar, I'll also take from you people. Okay.
Oh, you're sharing now. That's clever.
Yeah. We came up with these amazing tactics where we take like a big flour instead of a small flour and everyone would share. We got about 30 items in total, so it was pretty cool. I think we got so 5 turned out to be 30. We all got to share whatever we needed.
So I'm going to try to make a date and carrot cake with the ingredients I have. I've got some flour. Actually, I must leave this. And I've got some carrot and I'm going to get some nuts.
I was shocked. Like I think today was like the most shocking. Like the braai was bad, but today was like shocking because to kind of put all of those ingredients together in a meal, I thought that was a bit challenging. I can't bake to save my life, like at all. And I saw like most people walking around with flour, baking powder, and I'm just like, what's going on here? Like miss something? Do I have to bake? And then I was just like, I'm just gonna do what I do best in this, mainly like curries. I have some plain yogurt, some dhania for garnishing, some powder, some beans, and sugar. I'm not so sure yet, but I think some kind of calabash curry. yeah, with butter beans, and I'm just gonna try and make like a sweet thing going on somewhere.
I was a bit confused because there were so many things going on in my head at that moment. So I was like, this or that, this or that, this or that. Do they have it there in the shop? Do this or that, this that. So that was going on in my head.
Ladies, you have 45 minutes. Your time starts now. Chalo, let's cook.
So I'm gonna make like a calabash curry kind of thing. Yeah, I'm hoping it will work, and then some sweet on the side.
So what are you going to use your core ingredient in?
The calabash.
the kulunji.
Oh, the kulunji for the salad kind of thing. So I ended up doing like a calabash butter bean curry. Yeah, and then I just used the other ingredients into like a salad. So that was kind of like the refreshing part, and then the curry.
I'm making a basbousa without the main basbousa ingredient.
Inshallah, inshallah. Sounds good. And which ingredients are you using?
I'm using dates, I'm using the honey, and I'm gonna most likely be using the pomegranate. We had to take the prophetic foods, okay, the foods that our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to eat. We had to take that and incorporate it in anything, like whatever dish. So I decided to bake.
What
the
you going
black
to
seed.
do with the black seed?
I'm gonna incorporate it in the dough.
Okay. Interesting. Have you made basbousa before?
It's a very syrupy, sweet, moist, like cake.
Black seed, like just a sprinkle of black seed, is something that eliminates diseases and sicknesses. So yes, we were presented with that. With the ingredients that we were given to choose, I thought, let me incorporate date, let me incorporate fig, and I used a fresh vegetable, carrot, and I made a cake.
I think I'm going safe.
Okay.
I thought I could do like a dodi soji. Limited items in the shop. So you had a plan of doing something. When you got to the shop, you probably didn't find something. Like I was thinking of doing a calabash sweet dish. And when I got to the shop, there was no semolina. So I'm gonna try maybe a fruit cake.
Okay.
So maybe with the grapes and the kajur. For the past few days, it's been savory. So I thought, now I'm tired and let's do a sweet.
What are you making?
So I want to do a French toast with a whole lot of dates and
So
figs.
it's an Arabian toast.
Yeah.
It sounds
Arabian
good.
toast.
Arabian toast. I like the sound of it. Mashallah. Very nice. And which ingredients are you using?
So I'm going to use the dates, the figs, the pomegranate, and honey.
Honey. Perfect.
I couldn't think in that first couple of minutes. And first I went from savory to sweet, up and down. And then afterwards I was like, oh, I should have just stuck with savory. But I tried to work with it. I mean, I had a plan A and a plan B. And then obviously afterwards I had plan C, D, E, and F as well. It probably would have worked out much better. So we are going to go with a pomegranate infused panna cotta.
Ooh.
So we're going to go from there. So let's start with that.
Inshallah. That sounds very delicious. And what are you going to use the black seed for?
On a praline.
Okay.
I'm going to try and do it on a praline with some crushed black seeds and
Brilliant.
fantastic with some
It
salty.
sounds very, very exotic, and I love how you're using the ingredients.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Good luck. Inshallah. I'll leave
Today
you
we're going to
to
kick it out of the pot.
$20 minutes and a few seconds left. She's making juice without a juicer.
We're going to do a reduction.
A reduction.
Oh, yes.
Oh, a reduction.
Yeah.
Since when do we have reductions in our cooking?
Today, I made a pomegranate concasse, a reduction, which I did, and I poured it over my cake so my cake could be nice and moist. Cleanliness is half of Iman.
Thank you.
There we go.
So we're making Arabian French toast. No, I was confident. I was just worried that it was now 3 plates to set up. So I tried to leave the French toast part for the last, so it's not, it doesn't get soggy and all of that. So I did that last. But plating 3 plates made it a little bit more difficult on the time.
I'm looking okay for now. I hope nothing sets me back. And we knew 2 are going home. So you really nervous now? because it might be you. You're confident because you would like to keep yourself above the water. I'm just waiting for cake in the oven.
Think of plating, ladies.
The last few minutes, that was challenging because I wasn't sure if it baked and if it's sticking to the pan. So when I turn it over, I was freaking out at that point there.
Ooh la la. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. خلاص.
Because we prepared a meal that our Prophet would have, he would eat his meals only on the floor, which is also sunnat. It brings us to be humble. So at least when we're sitting down, we're not going to overeat because we're also putting pressure on our tummies. So you only can eat that amount. And I've made a fig and olive oil dip. And then I've braised some dates in ghee. And I served it with some coconut and nuts. And then I made a reduction of pomegranate juice, which I used over my main course, which I would say it's the dessert of the day, which is a fig, date, and nut cake.
We tried the fig in the olive oil. That's nice. It's refreshing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
hopefully balances.
I'm just going to break it down.
Please do.
I'm just gonna cut into this cake. So we're looking for the nut.
Good. I'm just going to go.
The nut and the fig and the
fig.
dates.
Look at that. Beautiful and soft.
Like a carrot cake.
Yeah.
It's like-
Oh, it's beautiful.
Lovely.
Lovely. Moist. You can get the flavors. Lovely.
I think the judges were fairly fair. They were asked criticism. And like I said, I love criticism.
There's a lot happening on this plate, Auntie Zavi. And it's like you said, you always bring yourself and you place it on the plate. So let's dig in and chat. The ladies seem to have really liked it and enjoyed it. So inshallah, hopefully I'm also going to have a good experience here. The cake is nice, it's well done. It's moist, it's not dry. I like the cream on top of it. The figs are also quite nice. A bit heavy on the black seed, but maybe that's just in my plate. It's a bit too strong, the taste in that. I would have liked to try that out, but I think it just got a bit too hard. But on the whole, the dish is good. The cake is really nice and really good. Well done.
After I saw all the other contestants, like what they made, I was like, okay, this is not that great. So I was like, no, I know I'm going home today. I've made a Middle Eastern, it's similar to basbousa, right? So it's very sweet and syrupy cake, and I've incorporated the kalunji, which is the black seed, dates, some honey, and pomegranate.
Okay.
Cool. I like the goldy bits.
Okay, so we're looking, what texture are we looking for here?
It's supposed to be very moist.
Like a dessert more than a cake, right? Yeah. Okay. You did a good job. So you baked it, and I like the pop of flavor and crunch from the pomegranate gives it, and some freshness. So that was nice. And then so your kajur you added into it, and what else did you say you used? Some honey.
Some honey. The honey is in the syrup.
Did you use sugar as well, or just the honey?
I use a little bit of sugar as well.
I like the nuttiness. I like the freshness on the pomegranate, syrupy bit.
I like the fact they used the fresh pomegranates in it to give a freshness to it. It's quite nice. The black seed taste is coming through a little bit. And the pomegranate is quite nice and fresh on the whole thing. The interesting about the pomegranate is that it's said that from every pomegranate that you eat, one of the seeds in every pomegranate is from Jannat. So we'll be quite lucky if we get the seed that is from Jannat. On the whole, I think it's a very good dish.
Today I made a calabash and a butter bean curry, and then we have some mushrooms. So I incorporated all the sunnah products. We have some fried mushrooms there, a salad with pomegranate, and dates and cucumber. I got all positive feedback. Nobody said anything negative. They said that they would appreciate it like with bread or roti on the side, but obviously the time. So, but the dish itself was positive.
Let's go for it. I'm
It looks
excited.
lovely. I love the
delicious.
presentation. I love how you've done sort of a traditional curry sort of thing, but added in some of this to
Calabash
right?
story, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've added in.
So it's got like a sweeter taste.
Yes.
And I think the nice thing is if this is very spicy, then you've got all the other
Yeah.
ingredients aside to cool it
yes,
down.
yeah.
So, yeah, lovely.
As well as, is there some yogurt drizzled over?
I put some yogurt
Also
yeah,
to balance out
the spicy.
Okay, excuse me.
I feel like I need a piece of bread to mop up some of that nice sauce. It's lovely. Your flavor, hey, Sana? Balance of flavor is perfect,
Perfect.
and that yogurt comes through just when you need that coolness.
And the seasoning is perfect. Salt is great, not short, not extra.
Chili is just right as well.
Yeah.
You can see she's loving the sauce, so
This is my type of.
well done. Thanks. Jazakallah.
Interesting use of the calabash, as well as the mushrooms and the figs and pomegranate. So let's dig in. Just have to use our fingers here. Sunnah to eat with our fingers. 3 fingers. Nice flavor, well balanced, not too spicy. I think the yogurt sort of works well with the spiciness of the black seed in there. Personally, I think the calabash could have been cooked just a little bit more. It's a bit undercooked. Personally, I love figs, dry or fresh, so this is a very nice salad. I think next time maybe sort of a vinaigrette or sort of a dressing to go with it. Also, you can incorporate the seeds into the dressing. That way it's not just lying on the salad like that. Mushrooms are also sunnat, and said Nabi Sallallahu said that mushrooms are actually very, very good for your eyesight. So that's one of the benefits of eating things that are sunnat, because whatever our Prophet Sallallahu told us to eat, there's definitely a health benefit in whatever it is. Jazakallah, well done.
I love working with sugar. I love making sweets. It comes back to my mom as well. She would make sweets when I was little, and it would be for every kind of occasion. We'd get these little almond rocker candies and coconut candy, and so I made my own candy praline, and we topped it off with all the ingredients given. I've made for you a sweet soup filled with some surprises. Try to maximize the use of the ingredients given to us. I boiled the milk with some pomegranates to help infuse it a little. And then we've got a praline made with all the kulunji, some nuts, the sweet salty. We've got some dates, some of the figs on there as well. And then we have some heo inside and some crunchy bits.
What's your favorite part about this?
My praline.
It's yummy.
Oh.
It's delicious.
Better than expected, obviously, because I thought my heart, I was like, oh, this is a complete flop. I would have liked it a little thicker if we had a little bit longer in the fridge. But I'm okay.
Is it just
up? I'm sorry.
Improvising on the, maybe when you go in for another bite, you'll find some other,
Yeah.
there should be some kulunchi in as well with,
It's not too sweet, which is good because I'm not a sugar fan. Look, the soup, we're calling it a soup, right? It's not too sweet, which is great because the praline is super sweet. Okay, then we like the textures. I like the textures, the different textures and stuff. It's like really, I've never had anything like this.
It's very interesting and unique. I would have maybe left out a little bit of the the crunchy bits, because now you've got so many different ones as well. So now you've got so much in there.
I'm a lover of soup, but the only cold soup I've sort of had is gazpacho. So let's dig in and see how this works. It will be very interesting to get all the different elements. It's quite nice, the flavor is good. I like the different textures, but I think there's a bit too many textures working in this bowl. I'm getting sort of like a finny sort of a vibe from this whole thing. So maybe if that's set a bit more, it would have been a bit different.
Today I prepared a date and fig. What I prepared wouldn't have met this time because you were simple. He ate the foods more raw, and I think that's what was the best. And I threw in a little of the black seed into the cake.
Okay.
I think we've been doing so much of food that I thought sweet.
It's definitely deserted. So how did this black seed balance the flavor of the cake?
It normally has a sharp, strong taste, so I'm hoping the sweet
From the
took
cake.
it a notch down.
Alhamdulillah.
No, mashallah.
Yeah, that's right, mashallah. I think of all the wonderful things Allah gave us in this world, chocolate is definitely.
Oh yes, there we go.
Yes,
Right
one
there.
of it.
It's lovely. It's definitely nice. It's not an overly sweet,
It's not overly sweet.
dessert, but I think I'm eating the cake.
Like a chocolate lover will appreciate this.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Okay, so this looks like a very, very interesting sort of dessert. I love the plating. It came out very well. It's not overdone. It's simple. Pomegranate. I'm going to try the sauce first. Okay, so the sauce it's nice. It's a very sort of a concentrated chocolate sort of flavor. I think it could have used just a slight bit of sweetness just to sort of even it out a little bit. Let's try the cake now. Okay, so the cake is not too dry. It's quite moist. Let's taste it now with some of the mousse and maybe some of the sauce. Maybe then the sauce would sort of balance out a little bit. Okay, so the mousse is actually very, very well done. It's nice, it's light, it's fluffy. The taste is quite good on it. And like I say, the sauce I think would have worked better if it just had a bit of sweetness. I'm not really getting much of the black seed taste on there. I think maybe while you were warming your cream, if you had thrown your black seed in there, it would have infused a little bit into it. But other than that, a well done dish. And like I say, I like the plating. It's simple, it's very classic. Jazakallah.
I made Arabian French toast.
What is Arabian French toast?
It's just something we came up with there. I was a bit more nervous, I think, today. We were out of our comfort zone being in here with fried fig and dates and kulunji.
It looks very pretty.
Very pretty.
And I love all the...
Please get the fresh cream on top. Let's just chew.
Let's just chew finish. So, French toast, egg bread, pita bread. It's one of my favorite things.
Okay.
Right? I love it, love it, love it. Especially when you must have something crunchy with it.
Yes.
So I think what you did with the figs and the dates works well.
Okay. But it all went well. It was all positive and yeah, so it was all good.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, one more bite.
Personally, I love French toast, so I'm very interested to see what this Arabic taste on French toast would be. Let's try dipping it in the cream, as you say. So it's quite nice. It's light. It's not soggy. The taste is quite nice. I'm not really getting any of the black seed taste in this dish. The dates are quite nice, and I think the berries also sort of cut into it. Maybe if you would have sort of put the black seed into your egg batter or something, it would have come through a little bit more on the dish. But it's not too heavy. It's something light. You can have it just after a meal or maybe in the morning if you're not into wanting something very, very heavy. But a good dish all in all.
Welcome back to each and every one of you, and well done for reaching this point in the competition. After 3 really difficult tasks, we've decided to send 2 people home and 1 person straight to the final.
But I guess in everything and every game, there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. The confidence levels was pretty high, and now it's came to crunch time. Now the nervousness is hitting.
The good news first. The person that's jumping straight into the final episode is none other than Tasneem. Well done.
Oh, it's great. Really great. Yeah, I was really excited.
Congratulations. The bad news now. 2 of you have to leave the Chalo Let's Cook kitchen today. The first person to be leaving the kitchen studio today is Halima.
I was disappointed, but I kind of knew. I had a feeling because compared to the other contestants, I knew that they did much better. I could see. I knew it. I just sometimes just feel something.
Who's wowed us with her creativity, her passion for food, and her ability to think under pressure. Thank you, Halima, for being a part of a wonderful show and for showing us your talent.
But I also know that it didn't put me down in my abilities, because if you gave me 3 hours, I would give you a feast.
The next person, with her quirkiness, her accents, her singing, and her radiant smile on the show, is Fatima. Well done to Fatima for reaching this far. Fatima, this is not the end for you. It's the new beginning.
I'm gonna miss everyone. Of course, I'm gonna be sad. But other than that, I was just happy to be here.
So, Tasneem, you get a breather tomorrow. For the rest of you, only one person is going to get a chance to go into the final. So yes, you get a chance to cook again, but we can only have 2 people in the final. So I wish you the very best of luck. Get enough rest, take it easy, and we'll see you tomorrow for Chalo Let's Cook.
I am nervous about tomorrow, yeah, because it's a big thing. I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like there's gonna be baking or desserts, and that's like one thing I can't do. So today I have to like go home, prepare.
It's like 3 of us now fighting for one spot. So I'm really nervous because the other 2 are excellent cooks. But I think it's like what comes in luck at the end of the day. So whatever's best will happen.
Sunfoil, the official sponsor of Chalo Let's Cook.